The MK party has written to National Assembly Speaker Thoko Didiza in an attempt to get the House to urgently debate the problem of human trafficking as well as missing children. It wants the rising number of kidnappings to be addressed. The MK party interim Secretary General is Sihle Ngubane, who joins us now via the virtual platform. Mr. Ngubane, good evening to you, and thank you very much for your time. Let's begin with this urgent debate that you want held relating to missing children and kidnappings. You are saying that this is a matter of national importance and requires urgency. Why?
Good evening, Toli, and good evening to your viewers. Let me firstly do the correction, Toli. I'm not the Secretary General of MK. I'm the Chief Whip of MK in the National Parliament in Cape Town. What we have done, Toli, as MK party, we've brought the agent matter, which is of national importance, using Rule 132 to the Speaker of Parliament, to say there is a matter of national importance, which is agent, where our government seems to be negligent and not taking it seriously. This is an issue of disappearing of kids and disappearing of women in the country. And you find that there is so many kids that are disappearing, and our police and intelligence are not taking that thing as a serious and a matter of importance. The statistics that was released by the SEPS says around about 4,300 kids were kidnapped last year, and there's been around about 1,300 cases open. You will know the issues of Jocelyn Smith as well, where kids just disappear. It's a variety of it that disappearing. Some other kids are kidnapped by the drug lords that are using them for the drugs and taking them to the African countries to sell them and to convert them into prostitution. And there is other kidnapping that is done by traditional leaders for parts. It's now no longer only the traditional leaders in the country. You find that even foreign countries in Israel and in the other countries where they target our women and kids for special parts that they regard as our people as like it's a part they are cheap parts to get these other countries. So our government is not treating this issue as an agent as agent as it can. So what we've done as MK party, we've brought to the attention of Speaker and have asked for a debate to be tabled in the National Assembly so that we speak about these issues and bring them to the attention of the police and the intelligence, and it needs to be resolved as a matter of agency. That's the reason. Yeah.
As you mentioned the police there, your statement reads, and I want to quote directly, the SAPS reports that there are more than 1,500 missing people in the country. Do you believe that the police themselves are up to the task and they have a handle on this matter?
Look, Toli, I would like to say the police are supposed to be up to the task, but they are not. You find that the police concentration, for example, if you go to Khayelitsha and Gugulethu, the proportionality of police stations versus the Cape Town, Camps Bay is shocking. There's so many police stations in Camps Bay, in Cape Town, compared to our townships, where there's a neglect. The priorities of our government is skewed. They are prioritizing the rich areas more in terms of policing and of bringing in police stability. Then they're supposed to prioritize the vulnerable and the lower class citizens. They're supposed to spread their police accordingly, where the crime rate is high, the criminality is high, the kidnapping is high. They're supposed to have more police in Mitchell's Plains, in the colored areas, in Kwamashu, in Soweto, but their priorities and deployment of their resources is skewed. That's the problem of the policing. Same as the intelligence of South Africa. We've got 3 types of intelligence. Both of these people are supposed to coordinate one another, but they are working in disjuncture. The defense intelligence, the state security intelligence, and the police intelligence. Part and parcel of this, you find that even in the police intelligence, they are part of these cartels of kidnapping women and children. And some of them have made these things their benefit. So there's so much neglect in our government in terms of protecting the children that are being kidnapped and the women that are vulnerable, that is.
Yeah.
The issue here is a dispatchment of resources, which is wholly shocking when it comes to police and intelligence, and as well in prioritizing the poorest of the poor, the vulnerable communities, the black one in the townships as well. We are left vulnerable, we are left to fend ourselves on our own. So as MK Party, we are bringing this attention to the debate in the National Assembly so that we awoke our intelligence and reserve to say, please try to dispatch resources accordingly where the crime is high and where the crime rate is less, reduce police stations.
Yeah.
In white areas, people are living in luxury with police stations in closer areas to one another. But when you go to our black township, it's not like that.
The importance of social media, Mr. Ngubane, or perhaps that's putting it in a slightly problematic way. Talk to us about the effectiveness of social media used by criminals to lure or attract the people that end up being kidnapped.
Those are all the tools that the cartels are using. They use social media, they use cell phones, they even use bars and shebeens around the areas. Some of them are even now using schools as a target for harvesting kids. And for shebeen, they're using shebeens for harvesting women who pose there. They use a variety of tools. Social media as well is being used as one of the harvesting for kidnapping. The responsibility for social media is within the parents and the schools and the teachers at school, to whomever the parents are allowing their kids to be involved in social media, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram. They need to teach them as well about the rules and the exposure that this Facebook or social media comes with in terms of harvesting this kidnapping for our kids and women. It's the parents who are giving access to gadgets and who are allowing our kids to have access to social media. It's a big market for drug cartels to harvest kidnappings of women and kids. So it's a matter of community awareness about social media as well. But solely I place that within the parents. If your kid is playing with an iPad at home, make sure that you are aware, you monitor your kid. You use some monitoring tools to know what your kid is doing in social media, who your kid, your daughter is talking to at what time, what are they talking. The social media and IT adverse parent. Don't just leave the gadget to the kids, the cell phone and the iPads, and just forget and just think that they are using these social media tools for only the positive side. The cartels and all the kidnappings people are now venturing on those social medias as their harvesting platform to start luring these kids, so that they promise them certain things and give them and promise them to come and meet them in a certain place, and then they start to kidnap kids there, and kids start to vanish as well. Yeah. It's one of those risks where parents and schools need to start teaching their kids about the social media tools as a dangerous place for kidnapping.
Mr. Ngubane, allow me to draw your attention to the breaking news on the side of our screen now. This is a different conversation, and I hope you don't mind me asking you this. Former President Jacob Zuma, there's breaking news that he has been expelled from the ANC. Is the party aware of this?
We've just seen the document from the National Disciplinary Committee of the ANC circulating around. I'm not sure whether they've circulated the same document to our secretary, to our SGO office yet. As you're saying, it's a breaking news. Same as me, I saw the document on social media. if it's been formally tabled to the SGO's office and to the president himself, I'm sure they will have some mechanism to attend to the matter officially. So as you are saying, Jody, it's a breaking news. I saw it as well, the expellment of our president. But let's give time for president and our lawyers to look at the not breaking news and that letters that has been dispatched, so that they look at it in terms of the law, how they're going to attend to it. I just saw it as well when I was browsing through the WhatsApp groups.
Yeah.
At this stage, I'm not sure. That's a matter to be handled by our legal attorneys and the president himself.
I totally understand your reservations about commenting on it, and I don't intend to keep you for long. But I am curious, though, as I'm sure the viewers will too. The final page of that report talks about the member having or reserving the right to appeal through the National Disciplinary Appeals Committee. Knowing the former president and the statements that he has made in the past that he remains an ANC member and will die an ANC member, do you foresee him appealing this decision?
Yeah, Tolly, I don't want to predict our legal attorneys and the president on what steps they will take next. Once they receive this letter formally, then they will go through it and look at the legalities and what the next step to take. So I don't want to speak on their behalf. I'm not President Zuma's attorney. As I said, I'm the chief whip of MK in the national parliament. So I don't want to preempt what President Zuma is going to do after this. So let's leave that to President Zuma and our attorneys to look at the document and take the next steps afterwards.
Sihle Ngubane, I appreciate your time. Thank you very much for your time.